What's good, everyone? My name is Hugo Jeng and welcome to the Stock Locker YouTube channel. This is where we focus on building wealth the simple way. First of all, I need you to subscribe to the channel and make sure you press the alert button so you don't miss out on any new content we release on any given day. Also, we have a Discord community where we talk about stocks and cryptos all day long, and we'll show you what we're buying in real time, any sort of asset, whether it's the stocks or cryptos or any other assets. Right, so the first play that we're going to cover today is Ethereum. So we're looking at the charts right now. From the 23rd, we hit a low of, I'd say, round about 2,108. And since that low, which, you know, on the 23rd especially, there was a little bit of a pullback all over the crypto market. So, you know, and from these lows, we went all the way, and this, just bear in mind, this is still continuous. So this is the mad thing about it. You know, we've been on a massive bull run since the 23rd, and it hasn't slowed down since. You know, I'm filming this from today. You know, we've hit an all-time high today, as high as nearly 3,700. We nearly hit that today. So to be as precise, it was 3,680. So, you know, going into next week, I personally feel like this might continue its run, or the other side of it is we could potentially have a pullback, you know, especially at these sort of levels when you're hitting all-time highs. You know, it's expected for investors to start taking profits at these sort of levels. So, you know, and there's so many catalysts that are making Ethereum keep going. And, you know, if you're personally looking to jump in, you know, I'd suggest personally, you know, either waiting for a pullback and trying to jump in from under 3,400, and if you're lucky, you can even get it from the 3,000 levels. But you know, we have to be very lucky with that sort of, you know, buying point. So, you know, we have to, you know, it's one of them, we have to keep an eye on this. But, you know, personally for me, I don't like buying when it's at all-time highs. I'd rather wait for a pullback, because, you know, my principles with investing is buying at a cheaper price, buy low, sell high, keep it simple, you know. So it'll be a very interesting one to see how this one plays into the next week. So, but, you know, overall bullish right now. So, you know, it's always do your research on these sort of investments, and you'll understand why they're so bullish, especially with all the institutional investors looking to get into this. So, you know, Ethereum has a lot of key catalysts that are pushing it to where it's at right now. So, you know, and from what I've heard, a little birdies told me that, you know, well, I've heard this quite often, to be honest, that, you know, 10,000 for Ethereum, a coin, you know, I could potentially see it. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. It could happen this year. So you never know with this current bull market and the conditions that we're all in at the moment. So, you know, to go on to the next play, which is going to be ADA. ADA, yeah. So it's that same thing that's happened. You know, if I can try and locate the 23rd. So yeah, you can see from the 23rd, we had a pullback, like I say, which is obviously we had a pullback in the crypto market. So we went to levels as low as 95 cents for ADA. But, you know, if you would have bought from then, you know, you'll be up right now. You'll be up nice, I'm not even gonna lie. So we've gone from 95 cents and we've ridden this nice little train all the way up to as high as 177. So I'd say 1.77 cents, $1.77. So, you know, it's had a nice little pullback there, which is obviously healthy. You know, personally for me, if you're looking to get into this as an entry point, you know, I'll be looking for the levels for it to come down to $1.50 potentially. And if it even can come even more lower, you know, maybe in the 1.30 range, I'd say $1.30. You know, I don't know if it's going to come significantly more down, but you never know in this sort of market. So, you know, personally for me, I'd like to get a good entry in this, because it's going to be doing a mad thing, ADA, you know, to put it in perspective. So, you know, it's one of them, if you can definitely get an entry in ADA, you know, I'd definitely look at that. But obviously, principle is buy low, sell high. So don't buy at high silly prices because you're gonna just get better in this market. So yeah. The next third play that I want to talk about in the crypto space today is XLM. So, going on XLM, if we look back at here, 23rd again, you can see 36 cents, we had another nice ride. So obviously if you'd have jumped in, you would have been up quite nicely and you would have even potentially have doubled your money by now, and if you'd have definitely pulled out at 68 and you would have bought as low, you would have definitely doubled your money. So, 68 cents its last high was, and obviously we've had a similar situation with how ADA is played. We've got a pullback, pullback's playing out, and this is obviously another good project, to obviously get into in the crypto space, obviously do your own research into these sort of plays, so, looking at this sort of play, it's coming down, and if you are looking to get in this for a quick entry, I'd say potentially you want it definitely if you can get it, if the 50 cent range. But to keep it in reality, you might be lucky to get this just way under 60 cents, if you're very lucky, maybe 55 cents at a push. So, it's one of them. If I'm analyzing this, we're currently testing this short-term support level, and I think personally, going into next week, we could probably see lower levels and maybe under 60 cents. So, it's definitely one to keep out on your watch list and keep an eye on, of course. So, right. So I'm gonna go into the stock market now. Personally, it's been as a stock investor, it's been a heavy time. I'm not gonna lie. And been in the stock market for a minute, but this correction that we've currently been in, it's been heavy, man. It's been a hard time. Can't lie, we're getting through it. We're getting through it, as the stock investors would say. We're getting through it, but like I say, in the sort of period we're in at the moment, it's a correction, and you have to be going in with the best strategy. So for me personally, I'm trying to pick up shares, but not big amounts at a fast time. I'm trying to say it in it. I'm trying to get it small increments at a time, and just trying to buy at the dips as low as I can get them. So, and the play that I personally want to talk about, I'm currently invested in this play, is Alpine 4 Holdings. So, it's got a lot of room to grow this, and obviously if you've done any sort of research on Alpine 4 Holdings, it's a financial company that, is very diverse into their holdings. They've got a lot of acquisitions going into the year. They've recently secured some, so it's worth doing some research on that. And obviously they're due to have an uplisting on the NASDAQ very soon. So it's, we've had a lot of speculation into when it's going to happen. So it's just the case that we're in at the moment is, we're just waiting, and it's all down to the NASDAQ at the moment. So when they uplist them, we have to wait. So, but to go on to the analysis on this at the moment, it's been a choppy ride with Alpine. We've had this nice run up since it's debuted, all the way from, even gone far back, but yes, it's had a nice run to put it in perspective, and this run kind of started from, just before the end of November, and we've seen a massive rally from even just where I think from Trading 212, it got listed on there at 4 cents, and I know it's crazy, 4 cents. If I'd have known about that, boy, I would have been jumping on that. But yeah, from 4 cents, so it's had a nice run from 4 cents. All the way up. It's been going all the way up to its high, believe it or not. You can just go there. Damn, nearly $9.50. So, obviously with this whole correction, and there's been a lot of catalysts. Even supposedly had a short squeeze report, which is mad, Alpine. And when you look at the financials, it wouldn't make sense why they have a short squeeze. But yeah, they had a short squeeze not so long ago, and obviously it didn't help with the whole correction as well. So, going on the chart, you can see we've been on this mad downwards trend. And, and only recently, we've kind of tried to recover. You can see this little rally where we had a rally nearly as close as $5.50, and then we got rejected. Obviously, overall, there's a lot of stuff happening in the stock market, and this is why it's pushing the price down of our price. It's not personally because of the fundamentals or anything with the company, because fundamentally the company is amazing. So yeah, we've seen another little downtrend in the short term, but yeah, on Friday we had a little bit of a rally back to 4.2. So yeah, $4.20. So it's currently on $4.24 to be precise. But yeah, this it's gonna be a beast in your portfolio. This stock, for in months to come potentially, even years to come, 100%. So the mad thing with this uplisting is, it's gonna be on a lot of platforms such as Webull, Robinhood, and it's gonna have a lot more exposure. So this stock could potentially run up to $20-$30. And I personally feel like the prices that I'm seeing right now are still. There is still. So, it's one of them. You have to, like I say, taking conditions that the sort of market conditions we're in right now are still volatile, and we're still seeing a lot of downside pressure. So if you are going to look to pick up some shares, just look to potentially maybe go in with small increments, so 100%. But yeah, the last play that I will cover today, because I feel like it's a very good company, and it's Palantir. So yeah, you can kind of see the similar pattern with Palantir, since its IPO in October, it's had this nice little rally. You can see the rally went to as high as $45 pretty much, and it could have even touched 50. And if it had kept going, I personally think this stock is worth way more than that. And if you definitely do your own research onto why this company is such a great company, you'll understand why it had that mad rally back in, obviously the rally ended in January, my apologies, but yeah, January. So yeah, there's a lot of key catalysts for this stock. So, I will be definitely mentioning some things on the way on this YouTube journey. So I definitely will have to stay tuned. So, because I definitely want to do some an independent video on Palantir to make you know why this is such a great company. So yeah, so currently we are at the last closing price on Friday, 1976, so $19.76. And it's just been getting hammered. I'm not gonna lie, it's just been getting hammered. Like I say, reason being obviously with what's been going on in the market. So it's worth definitely doing your research on this company as well, and if you can definitely pick up some shares of this company, I'd suggest you pick up small increments again, because obviously due to the market conditions. But yeah, so yeah, that's a wrap today. So for the next video, if you definitely got another stock or crypto you definitely want me to do some research on, or even do some technical analysis on, definitely please put it on the comments below. And to let you all know as well that you have to make sure you're subscribed, because if you're not subscribed, you're definitely not going to keep up to date with what we've got next. So just make sure you're definitely subscribed, and we'll see you soon.